Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to RCH Builders. So today we are going to do a little pre-video. I'm down here at this job dropping off some supplies. We're getting ready to get started with it soon. So this is going to be the Winery Project that I've mentioned. And what it's going to be both a place where they produce the wine, and we're going to be setting up a nice little decorative wine tasting facility. So over here, and we'll get closer, we get the wine, the vineyard, the actual grapes and all. So, but this driveway, this gravel driveway right here, it's going to be completely finished out, redone with new fresh gravel and all, and that's where customers will be able to come up and go around behind. I'm not going to go that direction on the path because I'm going to show more what we're doing, but I'll show on the other end where, you know, kind of how it'll be. But it's going to go up and around that side, right about right there, past all the grapevines and all that, and they'll still have all this space to where when they expand future, they'll be able to add more grapevines and all that still. But one of the first things that we will be doing out here is renting a trencher. The water company out here has already installed a water meter right here for us. So we're gonna have to get a 1-inch line from there all the way back to the facility, and it will be a 1-inch line. So we're gonna have to rent a trencher, and we're gonna be trenching up through here, kind of along this pathway. It's roughly around 500 feet. I think it's actually a little bit more than 500 feet. Probably like 575 or something like that. Could be 525. Either way, the longest roll of PEX that you get is 500 foot from the store. So we'll have to put in a coupling somewhere, but that's no big deal really. It might be that it actually makes it just inside the outer portion of the building, because where we measured to would be the existing building, but we're building to this side of the building a little bit. So it may make it there, and then we can couple it right there, basically put in a shutoff and all that. So here's the grapevines. They have been working on establishing them, just getting set up and ready for stuff. I think, if I remember correctly, they put these vines in about 5 or 6 years ago. So the vines themselves are pretty well established and growing grapes. They have made some wine from it already, and like what they've got, they just are now finally ready to try to expand and actually open up a facility, maybe get some extra customers with a, you know, actual wine tasting facility. People who come around here and to the surrounding states oftentimes will be doing wine tasting stuff as a just something to do and sit out and look at the vineyards, look at maybe the birds up in the sky, and you got nice scenery with all the trees back behind. But we're going to be basically, like I said, we're just going to be trenching up kind of right through here. There's nothing in the way over here. Everything for the water lines for the vineyard is that direction. Comes from a well that's off that way, where they get the water for it. And then the electricity that goes to this building, which this is the building we're going to be working with, comes over this way. So this is basically a clear shot from the road all the way up through with nothing in the way for us to hit. So that's where we'll be coming up through. Like I said, it's a little over 500 feet to the building there, but right somewhere in the vicinity of the corner right here is where we might be able to come up with the water line and be inside where the bathrooms are going to end up going. So that might be fine with that. As far as then, like I said, we put a shut off there, cut off, and then extend it. It's not an issue. The couplings and fittings for the PEX are well designed for being buried. It's just, if you can avoid it, I rather would, just because why not? They, you know, this is just a pile of dirt from where a guy previously they actually had someone who was supposed to do this for them about 4 years ago, and not sure exactly what all, but from what they were saying, he basically took their money, did just a few minor things, took their money and left the state. So we're gonna actually try and complete it. This is just a pole barn is all it is, but we're gonna turn this into a really nice wine making facility along with a wine tasting room. Exactly how far we go with the decorative stuff is going to depend. We're going to definitely do some decorative features. So like these right here are the existing trusses. We may have to modify them slightly. What I'll probably do is beef up alongside them. And on the original drawings of what the original guy said, they were going to beef these up and make them look like big old 8-inch beams from underneath, but they're too close for that. So we're going to do something a little different. We're probably going to kind of, maybe where every other one is, we're going to do some decorative type stuff probably. Yeah, we'll see as far as what looks good, but they used it for a horse barn and everything, and for many years, and then his kids moved out. They got rid of the horses, and so now they're wanting to turn it into that type of facility. So it's gonna be fun to watch for sure, seeing how we turn this into a really nice looking facility. There'll be 2 bathrooms over here, a his and hers restroom, the kitchen area, nice little seating area, and then there's going to be a lot of concrete pad out here, which will have some kind of either stamped or decorated concrete to kind of look roughly like stone or something like that, maybe like a brick lay. We'll just see exactly what we go with out here for a decorative feature. The windows may be very similar to the large 4-season room that we did. Casements, they're a little bit more of a decorative style window, or depending on budget wise and how much they cost, there might be something else that we do. So we'll just we'll see. We're gonna try and make this look as good as possible for the budget of the money that they have left after basically losing a bunch to that other guy, so who just took off, and they're of course in process of court issues with him. But even if they get their money back from him, all of it, by the time you pay court fees and stuff, they've lost a lot. It's really ridiculous. I mean, it happens. I've seen it happen both ways. Both homeowners and contractors rip people off. So, but that's where that wine tasting facility will be. And then all this will be cleaned up to where it'll look nice. Have sitting area, like I said, out here, concrete sitting area where you can look out over the vineyard and look at the sky. And they've got some animals over there. Can't see them right now. They're probably hiding in the shade over by the trees or something. But, you know, you'll be able to see out here. That won't be there. Eventually later, if this whole thing does really well and they grow, they're wanting to possibly build like a pavilion type style building over here. So you'd definitely be able to sit in the shade outside as well. But that's all stuff that could be done later. So roughly about right here is where that driveway comes up through. It's like you got this last row here, and then that over there is fence basically. But it'll come up through there, and then it's supposed to come around just to the other side of all this stuff, and then there's gonna be like a parking area out here. We're also going to put some kind of decorative entrance on the front. This back side over here, technically from the road, but because of the way the driveway is going to come up around in the parking area, it'll be considered the front end of the building. There'll be some kind of decorative feature there. So don't want to give away too much as far as how we're going to do all that exactly, of course, because That's the whole point of the series, is so you can see it happen and what we do. So we've got a lot of stuff coming with this, a lot of work to be done on it for sure. We are getting very close. We're getting very close to being finished with the large 2-story edition. Having to get a lot of just stuff out of my way, which is why I brought it up and put it in here, because we'll be needing it here, of course. But needing to get it out of our way down there, because we're basically, as we clean out each room, as we finish it, it's just moving it all into one area, and then that one area, when we try to do it, there's just too much stuff in the way. So but yeah, we're getting close to being finished with that, and just wanted to give you a little basically sneak peek of this whole thing, and what all we're going to be doing with it. And so hope you enjoyed watching, and you continue watching our other series, and then look forward to y'all being able to see this one and what all happens with it. So like, subscribe, leave a comment down in the comment section, and we'll see you the next time.